Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nicole Wolf and I'm a paranormal romance writer and probably a historical romance writer for the sake of this assignment. Welcome to day one of week one of the 90 Days to Your Novel Challenge, and this is the weekly writing blog. Okay guys, so day one, it is February 1st, 2021. And it is 8 o'clock at night. 8 o'clock at night. And I'm just getting around to doing this assignment. And I'm supposed to write for 2 hours. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway. So first day's assignment is to brainstorm as many early memories as you can, writing them out in as much detail as possible. When they say early memories, I'm not really sure what they mean. I don't know if they mean like childhood memories or just memories from not recently. I mean, I don't know what warrants an early memory, so I'm just going to spread them out and do a couple from different times, I guess, in my life. This should be interesting. It's saying that I shouldn't worry about writing something perfect, so I'm going to have to try very hard to turn off my inner editor. And my inner editor is a screaming bitch because I am always editing. I can't help it. So this is my problem with NaNoWriMo, so this should be interesting. So I'm supposed to set a timer. There's no way I'm going to write for 2 hours straight. It's not going to happen. Which is the only reason I'm like, it's already 8 o'clock at night. Am I really going to write for 2 hours? Oh, I don't know. But I am going to set a timer for at least 20 minutes, I think, because I do know that longer writing sprints do tend to work better for me. But I can't really go too long or I'll just like completely lose focus, you know, like I just will. So I'm going to start with 20 minutes, see how that goes. If I find myself like really like in the middle of like a really good, like, you know, I'm typing or not typing, I'm writing actually. I am writing in a notebook. I'm going to do this in a notebook until I run out of space. Now, I think I'm going to do the assignments, the first couple of weeks assignments in here at least. Now, when I actually get to the writing of the novel in week 6, I think it is, or then I think I might switch over to the computer. But I think for the sake of the first couple of brainstorming, outlining weeks, I'm going to use a notebook. And I got a whole bunch of shiny new notebooks at Books A Million Haul a couple of weeks ago. If you guys want me to do a video on any like book hauls, please let me know below. I would be happy to do them. I do love getting new notebooks and books. So, although sadly I don't get hauls nearly as much as I'd like to. But anyway, this is the notebook that I decided to use. I know it's backwards, but it says, "For most of history, Anonymous was a woman." And that was a quote by Virginia Woolf. So I thought it looked cool, and I love quotes, especially quotes like that. I was like, yeah, that's probably true. So anyway, that's my cool new notebook. I do tend to gravitate towards these spiral bound notebooks just because I don't like when the paper lays funny. Like when you have to write on the, I guess it would be like the left side of the notebook. And then if you have like a regular, you know, like this kind of notebook. I'm going off on a tangent. I am so sorry. But it's a vlog. So, sorry. Anyway, so if it's like this kind of notebook, like the way it, like that, you know, like when you're trying to write on this side of the paper as it's laying, I don't like it. So anyway, that's why I always buy the spiral bound notebooks when I know it's a notebook that I'm going to use for writing and not just like lists and things like that, like shopping lists and stuff. So anyway, that's my cool new notebook that I'm going to use for this challenge. And it's never, I just wrote on my cover, my, I don't know if you can see, just wrote like my project. Oh, I came up with a project name already. I didn't even start it, but I came up with one. That was just because in my mind, I'm thinking it's going to be historical, and the cover is like a lot of different colors. So I named my project Yesterday's Rainbow. We'll see how that pans out, but that's what it is right now. And let's get into day one's assignment. So I just finished my first sprint. It's not really a sprint. I mean, because I was juggling a lot. I didn't do a timer. This is starting out great. Because that was like the first suggestion in the book was to use a timer. And I didn't. I mean, I kind of did. I did do one sprint with By the Brook. Yeah, By the Brook channel on YouTube. She's doing a live stream right now. So I kind of hopped into her sprint, but I wrote a little bit before that sprint, and then I went and I did stuff I needed to do with my Facebook post in the Facebook group for the 90 Days to Your Novel Challenge, because I needed to post the like assignments and the pictures and all that stuff. So anyway, so I was working on that in between, and it has been an hour since I started writing. I haven't been writing for that whole hour, obviously, and this is how much I got. Yeah, 2 very healthy paragraphs, which are 2 separate memories, because it said to do a paragraph for each memory, so that's what I'm doing. Anyway, so I got 2 paragraphs done in that first sprint, although I think total I might have wrote 30 minutes. Honestly, I don't even think I wrote 30 minutes, because I already know that first paragraph that I wrote, this first paragraph, took me like 5 minutes, maybe. So, I doubt that was 30 minutes of actual writing that's on that page right now, but like technically sprint-wise, I guess I did 30, so, or 25 or something, I don't know. So, I don't know, I guess that's why she recommends, excuse me, it is almost 9:30 at night, I'm getting tired. I guess that's why Sarah suggests that you use an actual timer, like a consistent timer, to keep track of how much time you've actually spent writing. Like, I don't know if she means doing writing sprints where you write for a certain amount of time, then you take a break, you stop your timer, and then you go back and you restart your timer, you know, where it picks up right where it left off, or you just keep track of how many, like, keep track of your number of sprints in a day and how long those sprints lasted, and then, because she recommends you trying to write for 2 hours every day of actual, like, writing sprint time. So, as of right now, I know I am not more than 25 or 30 minutes in, and I'm supposed to write for 2 hours. Which I don't know if that's going to happen tonight, because it's already 9:30 and I got a really late start today, so I don't know. Okay guys, so I completed a couple of sprints. The writing live stream over on By the Brook is almost over. We're on our last sprint. And it is 10:43, So I've been writing for over 2 hours, on and off. I'm at 3 pages, so that would be my husband, who usually doesn't make an appearance. Say hi. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so I got 3 pages, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 scenes. Although I'm actually not finished writing the last scene, but I might pick it up tomorrow morning because I'm tired and somebody wants to watch a movie. So I guess I'm gonna go do that. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of the 90-day challenge. It is almost 10 a.m. and I got myself some coffee. And I'm gonna be going outside to shovel snow. Fun. After that, I will probably try and get my assignment done for the week. The assignment done for the day. I had to finish up yesterday. I did manage to get like 6 scenes, but I didn't quite finish that last. I'm saying scenes, they're supposed to be memories. I got about 6 memories, but I didn't quite finish the last memory. And it's like scene, so I know like the scene's in my head and I'm trying to like write out what it is. So I didn't finish that yet. So I want to finish that up, and then I got to do today's assignment. We'll see how that goes. So it's been snowing here since Sunday, and it's Tuesday now. I think we got over a foot of snow again. This is the second time that we got a foot of snow or more. So hubby is outside with Jace shoveling our car out. He had to take another snow day because it takes us hours to get a foot of snow cleared out of the way so we can get our cars out of our driveway. So that's what he's doing. I'll probably be going out and helping him in a little bit. Okay guys, so it is 12:47 and me and my husband finished shoveling a foot of snow out of our driveway, and now I'm going to try and get this writing done. So the assignment for today is... The goal of this assignment is to practice writing with your senses. Select 2 memories from yesterday's writing and write a scene bringing each of these memories to life. What do you remember seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, or thinking? Try to provide as many details as possible as you reimagine the event in your mind. How can you make the story come alive for your readers? Next, I want you to print out and reread through what you've just written. Anytime you come across one of the be verbs, I want you to circle it. Do you find yourself using these verbs often? Have you tried whenever possible to be aware of the active voice in your work? So that's today's assignment. Again, she expects us to put aside like 2 hours to devote to writing. I'm going to try and keep a timer and see if I can actually reach 2 hours of actual writing time, not just total like sprint and break time combined, which is kind of what happened yesterday. So yeah, I'm gonna get started. I'm watching Kate Kavanaugh. She has a pop-up live, and I don't know how much longer this is gonna last, but this sprint that she's on only has 3 minutes left, so I'm gonna try and hop into the next sprint, I think. So I was about to start this assignment, and I've come across a problem. Not really a problem, just I'm not really sure what to do. I expected you to write the memory in scene as if you're the character. I'm assuming. I'm thinking that's what she's talking about. I just went over my memories that I wrote down from yesterday, and I kind of did that. I already did that yesterday. When I originally wrote the scenes down, I was writing a very particular memory, like, and it naturally came out as a scene. Like, it was a scene. And I was the character in the scene. So, okay, so that's the first problem. First problem is I kind of already did the in-scene writing. I guess I could rewrite the scene and try and add in the hearing and the smelling and the tasting. I mean, I could probably add hearing in, but I don't know about smelling and tasting right now. Because the memories that I wrote down, I didn't eat anything. Or taste, so I didn't taste anything. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with this assignment today. I feel like I'd be doing the same thing I did yesterday, but editing it, I guess, is what I'm doing. I guess that's what I should do. I guess I should just go through and edit my scenes from yesterday. Okay guys, so I just finished up about an hour of the writing time for today. Anyway, so I got a little over a page done. And I just decided to write like 2 more scenes. And now I think I'm going to go back and rewrite some of my earlier scenes. When I get into like editing, that's when I prefer a computer. I prefer editing on a computer. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a Scrivener file for the 90 Days to Your Novel Challenge and do my scenes, my edited scenes in Scrivener. So I think that's what I'm going to work on next. I just took a break and I went and got myself some tea with my mug that my husband and my kids got me for Christmas. Come on, focus. All Mama wants is a silent night. I know that's backwards for you, but that's what it says. And I like it. They did a good job with Christmas shopping this year. Books and coffee mugs. Okay, so I'm going to get back to the writing and I will check back in later. Okay guys, so I just finished up rewriting my first scene that I chose from yesterday. That took me about 15 minutes. I can tell you what the edited word count is, which is 252 words. So basically what I did was I just kind of rewrote the scene and tried to keep senses in mind more. Like smell and like touch and sight is kind of like normal, like that's natural when you're writing a scene, like you're relying on sight. And I tried to put more action, I guess, into the scene. I guess it's better. I don't know. Sometimes I'm not a person that likes to fluff things up. I just don't. I'm very much an underwriter. So it's hard for me to like put things in there that I don't feel are necessary to the story. So I don't really know how you like add like a bunch of sensory details into a scene without it feeling unnecessary. Like, I mean, I guess it's just for like the reader's experience, maybe. I don't know. So, because I one of the memories was about walking around the sewer plant behind my old neighborhood when I was a kid, and I mentioned that the smell wasn't bad. I remember, like, if we were walking around a sewer plant, you'd think it would smell bad, right? It's a sewer plant. It didn't smell bad. But then we lived, like, right next to the sewer plant. So I was like, did it not smell bad because it didn't smell bad? Or did it not smell bad because we were just so used to it? I don't know. So anyway, that's what I got done in those 15 minutes. Now I'm gonna go make dinner and eat dinner, and I'll hopefully write some more later. Hey guys, so it is just after 6 p.m. and I just finished the assignment for the day. I did 3 memories. I just reread the assignment. It was supposed to be 2. Thanks, buddy. So I did 3 instead of 2, but that's fine. I felt like I could do 3 since a lot of the harder work was already done yesterday. So anyway, I went through and I edited the 3 scenes a little bit. I kind of just fleshed them out a little more, I guess is what I did. I added like more detail in like what was happening, like moment to moment. And then I tried, like I said, I tried to add as many senses as I could. So, I mean, my word count now went up to 690 words for all 3 scenes. My 3 scenes, the word count came to, first scene was 252 words, second scene was 226 words, and third scene was 212 words. So I think, oh, and the passive voice. So I did that too. Instead of printing it out and circling it, like it says to do in the assignment, I decided to just highlight it in my Scrivener file. Because I didn't want to waste paper just printing it out, because I was like, am I gonna really need this later? Like am I? Probably not. And even if I do, I can access this on my computer. So I didn't print it out. I just highlighted it using the highlighting tool in Scrivener. And here's what I realized. So scene 1, I only have 4 passive voice words. Or sentences, I guess it would be, in the whole scene, and that was my longest scene, 252 words. My second scene, I have 8 passive voice words. At least 7 of the sentences are probably, 7 of them have passive voice. So that was my second one, and my third one, like 12, and that was my shortest scene. And that has the most passive language. What I came to was I use a lot of passive voice in internal scenes or inner monologue. So the more I'm focusing on my characters, in this case, I'm the character. The more I'm focusing on my character's internal thoughts, the more often apparently I use passive voice. Whereas if I'm working on an external scene, which was more what my first scene was, it was more of an action scene. Like it was, things were happening outside of the character's mind. I use a lot less passive voice. So I don't know if that's normal or if you're supposed to try to get rid of as many instances of passive language as possible. Some of them I'm not really sure how I'd change it. Like, to still get the same meaning across without the passive language. For example, I was going to be late for my next class. How do you change that? I don't know how to change that to not passive. I was going to be late for my next class. Or I was, I don't know how to change that. So, I mean, I don't know if you could change it to active voice in every instance. But that's just something I noticed now that I've kind of gone through a couple of scenes and they made me evaluate my language in each scene. Let me know what you guys found out from this exercise. Did you use more passive voice than you thought? Did you use more passive voice in certain scenes than other scenes? Just curious. Let me know in the comments. Okay, guys, so I finished day 2 assignments for the day, and it is 6:15. So I'm doing pretty good today. Of course, probably helped that I did day 1 and part of day 2's work in one day. I didn't do it on purpose, just kind of happened that way. So anyway, I am done for the day, and I will see everybody on day 3. Hey guys, welcome to day 3. It is like 1 in the afternoon. Let's see what today's assignment is, because I forget. You know what? I remember now. It's the character bios that and then after you do those 3 like real people bios, I guess they are, then you're going to do 7 more bios for interesting or compelling characters that may become part of your novel. So I guess the first 3 are just like practice to kind of get you thinking about like a real person and, you know, trying to write down their qualities first, so that you, when you go to create your fictional characters, you're already in the like real people mode. So then maybe that's supposed to help you make sure that your characters are rounded like a real person. Well, I mean, it sounds plausible, so we'll see if that helps. I think that's the only assignment for today, are the character bios. I'm gonna start the first sprint because I know Dawdling, I think it's Dawdling Writer, the Dawdling Writer, I'll link her channel below, is doing a writing stream right now. She does them like a lot, like almost every day. So I'm gonna hop on hers, see if I can get some writing sprints in before I get interrupted. Who knows? And we'll see how much I get done during this sprint. Okay guys, so confession time. It is almost 8 o'clock at night, and I got 1 character profile done. That took me like 15 minutes, and I'm actually not even technically done it. This is really in-depth. It's like, I don't go this in-depth. Like, I kind of stick with the basics, which is, you know, name, age, what they do, their family, their personality, and their character history and their physical traits. Like, I get the motivator and the fear and all that stuff. Like, you're right, you need to know that. But I don't know. It's like, that's hard for me to grasp before I start writing. Like, I could put something down and it could completely change. But I guess that's the whole point of this exercise, is to just kind of have a starting point and be okay with things changing. So I got a lot more to do, and it's almost 8, so I'm gonna get my butt in motion and I'll talk to you later. So I decided I need to get a little ambiance going on, try and get myself in the mood. So I lit some candles, and over there's Abby with her candles on the bed. Maybe this will spark some inspiration. Okay guys, so it is 8:45 now, so I've been doing this for about an hour. And I got 2 more character profiles done in that hour. Of course, I was interrupted during that hour, of course. So I was not writing the entire hour. But even so, I'm like, I only got 2 done. 2. Anyway, so I think Miss Sarah underestimated how long a character profile takes for some people. Because it takes, I mean, there's a lot of, you have to stop and pause and think about, like, all of the things. And she wants us to do that 10 times in 2 hours. Like, I'm not that fast. Apparently, I'm very slow. So, I don't think I'm getting 10 done tonight. It's just not going to happen. Even if I made sure that I actually, like, devoted a full 2 hours to just writing. I have 3 almost done. I actually didn't even finish the 3rd one quite yet. But it's been an hour. So I thought I'd check in. So I'm probably going to finish up this third character profile. I only did 2 character profiles from my memory ones, like she wanted us to do, because it was mainly me and 2 other people that were in most of the memories. So yeah. So the third one, I'm actually just coming up with like a character, because honestly, I have no idea what I'm gonna write. Like, not even like, other than maybe I know I want to put something historical, like maybe time travel, or set it in a historical period. I'm leaning towards time travel right now. But other than that, I have no idea. Not a clue. So this should be fun. So that was kind of what my character profile is, just a maybe main character at this point. We shall see, I guess. So I'm going to finish up this character profile, and then I'm probably going to call it a day for today, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome to day 4, which is Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yeah, I think today's Thursday. So I only got 3 character profiles done yesterday. That's all I got to. Which 2 of those were just from my memory, so really I only got 1 character profile done, because those things take forever to do. So, I mean, I know I'm gonna have to take time to do more character profiles, because I just feel you need more than 1 character to make a story. Like, you need more than 1. So, I am going to have to do more character profiles. I might just sprinkle those in randomly throughout the next few days, because, like, I need at least 15 or 20 minutes just to do 1. So that doesn't include, like, today's assignment, which is the one with the chart that you have to do. So you have to choose a character from list A and a characteristic from list B, and put them in a situation from list C and create a scene with that combination. So my choices are a celebrity chef, an Elvis impersonator, a failed Wall Street broker, a social climber, a lottery winner, a Civil War reenactor, a movie extra, or a political activist. I can say, just from the character that, like, I drew up a character profile yesterday, and I'm going to tell you right now, I literally, like, I just threw it together. Like, I said before, I have no idea what I'm going to write about. I have, like, a really super vague idea of what genre I want, which is, I want historical element, which I think I'm going to accomplish through time travel. Only because I think it'd be harder for me to accurately portray a character who has always lived in the past. At least because this would be my first time doing historical. I think for my first time doing historical, just to kind of like dip my toes in it, it'd be better for me to take a modern character that I'm more familiar with and throwing them into the past so that I can rely on a modern character's reaction to being thrown into the past. Like, yes, think Outlander kind of stuff. And she isn't even like that modern of a character. I mean, she's more modern, obviously, than 1700s. She was from like the 1940s or something. So, but yeah, something along those lines where it's a more modern day character who gets thrown unexpectedly into some point in the past. At this point, I came up with 1 character off the seat of my pants. I am not a pantser, but I feel like I'm pantsing right now, and I'm not. I'm not pantsing. I feel like I'm pantsing though, because like I haven't sat and stewed with an idea, with this idea. Anyway, so my idea was that political activists might work well because my main character is a climatologist. And it would be easy for me to turn her into some kind of political activist, you know, for like, you know, climate change or what is it called? Green energy, or, you know, that kind of thing. So, that might be a good idea. I'll have to pick a, okay, so characteristic. We got sinister, alcoholic, sexist, anxious, narcoleptic. Oh, that's where they sleep a lot. Like they fall asleep all the time. Okay. Egomaniacal, hyper self-conscious, and a germaphobe. From the quick character sheet that I came up with, probably the most likely scenarios would either be germaphobe, because she does have OCD. I gave her OCD. Germaphobe would make sense. Anxious would also make a lot of sense for an OCD character. So I'll probably pick one of those. And then list C is gets in a car accident, wins the lottery, accidentally kills a man, enters a hot dog. There's no way she would enter a hot dog eating contest. I'm going to tell you right now. No way. Finds self in bank holdup, finds a baby on the doorstep, goes to a high school reunion, sets a house on fire. Well, I think a car accident, bank holdup, maybe. It doesn't say if they accidentally set a house on fire. Or accidentally kills a man. So like I said, I think this will be an interesting assignment today. Okay, so that's only part 1 of the assignment. Okay. And then you have to take 5 characters that you came up with yesterday. I didn't even get 5 characters created. And then answer questions that she has listed in here. If you guys want to know what any of that kind of stuff is, you can always, I will try and put up in the cards, the video that actually goes through every single assignment for this week. And then once you've finished that, then you need to compose a 250-word synopsis of your current novel idea. I have no idea. Oh, today is going to be such an interesting day. I have no freaking idea. I have no idea. So, I guess I should get started. Okay, guys, so it's been about an hour, maybe a little more, and I got the basic idea of the scene written down. I didn't write the scene yet, but I have, like, how I want the scene to be laid down, I guess, written down, and I completed another character profile in that hour. I'm going to try and get as much as I can done today in my 2 or maybe 3 hours. We'll see how much I actually accomplish. So anyway, that's what I got done in that hour. I'm probably going to try and come back and do a little more later, but for now, I'm taking a break, going to get a drink or food or something. And I'll be back later. Hey guys, welcome to Sunday, day 7. Yes. You're probably like, where's day 4? I mean, day 5 and day 6. Well, I didn't record on those days, and I actually spent the last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 days, trying to accomplish day 4. I think what's going on is because I'm trying to do it in a notebook by hand, it's taking me a lot longer because I am not a fast, writer. I'm not a fast writer in general, so, and I'm even slower when I'm handwriting stuff, so That might be part of the problem. I'm much faster if I'm typing than if I am handwriting. So I spent 3 days writing 1, 2, 3, 5 pages, 5 handwritten pages is what happened. Along with obviously a lot of thought processes going on. I got like the beginning portion of my scene done. So I'm debating if I want to switch over to the computer for scene writing, because I'd be faster if I was doing this on the computer than in a notebook. So let's see. So today I need to accomplish so much stuff. I need to write a 250 word synopsis for my current novel idea. I will say the last 3 days I did get a lot of ideas during this scene writing exercise for the novel. So that was useful, I guess. And then write a description of where 3 of my characters live. I don't even have 3 characters at this point. I don't even have 3 characters. So a scene, I need to finish the scene because I got the first half of it done, like the lead up into what I wanted to do for my scene 4, which was a political activist who's has anxiety, I guess. And I keep switching around with my list 3 thing, which is the car accident, kills a man, sets a house on fire. It was kind of during this exercise that I got the brilliant idea to turn my main character into some kind of magical person with some kind of magical power. I don't know. Because I think that would present a lot of challenges when she gets thrown into the past, because I am planning on throwing her into the past where they don't like that stuff. So, so then I got to do research on the time frame. I still got to figure out what exact time frame I'm looking at. I think that's why I'm having a hard time with some of these beginning exercises, because I don't know what I want to. I don't know. I was hoping this would kind of help me figure out what I want to write about, where I want to go. But they're expecting me to come up with a lot of things that I should have already known, and I don't. Like, I'm guessing they expected you to kind of have an idea of what you wanted to write about, character ideas, plot ideas. I had none of that. It's going to be a lot of scene writing today, it looks like. I don't know if I'm going to be able to write every scene that they have written here. Because, like, in one day's exercise, they want you to write, like, 3 or 4 scenes. And it takes me a while to write a scene because, like, this scene, like, the main idea was just supposed to take a character with a personality trait and put them into a situation. But then in my mind, I'm like, well, I need a reason for them to be there. So then I almost started the scene way back in order to explain why they were there. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to see how much I get done today. And I will check back in with you guys later. Wish me luck. So I just finished typing out the scene that I was writing in my notebook. Because the other drawback of writing in a notebook is you have no idea how many words you wrote. So now I know how many words I actually wrote, which was in that scene that technically isn't even finished yet. And that is 632 words. And I'm not even done the scene. And I've said many times I am not a fast writer at all. Not even a little bit. Like, my goal for an entire day is like 1,000 words. So anyway, it took me 3 days to write 632 words in this scene. I will say it's probably because I don't know these characters, and I was kind of pulling stuff out of my butt, and I'm not very good at doing that. Because I am not a pantser. So I have a feeling even though this challenge is geared towards plotters, I think pantsers are going to actually do better at this. Because pantsers are good at just writing scenes off the seat of their pants. And I feel like that's what I'm only a week in, and that's what, like, at least half, if not more than that, that's at least half of the assignments is just writing random scenes. And random scenes like that take me a long time to write, because I am not a person that can just pull a scene out of my butt. I mean, I guess maybe I should just write whatever, because I could change it later, I guess, is the whole point of this. But it's like, I have a hard time doing that. I think that's why I'm so not a pantser, because I hate wasting. I know it's not wasting time, but in my brain says, why waste time writing a scene that you will not use later? I'm a person that would rather try and figure that stuff out before I start writing the scene, so that I know what I'm writing I will be using most likely. Now, I'm not saying there's never a case where I ditch a scene, because there absolutely is, but like, I need to kind of, at least the first time around, I need to think that it's worth my time writing. And the only way it feels like it's worth my time is if it's going to stick around. Now, when I am done writing and I actually go through, and then I realize, okay, I really didn't need that scene. But at the time I was writing it, it felt necessary. So yeah, I gotta finish this scene. And this is still from day 4. So I didn't even get started on the synopsis, which is still day 4. And then I have to do days 5, 6, and 7. And I don't know if that's happening. I'm already falling behind, because I'm such a slow writer. I just am. So we will see how much I get done. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get every assignment of every day done, but I'm going to try and at least accomplish one assignment from each day that I think is the most useful to my writing process, is what I'm going to aim for right now, because I want to try and at least accomplish the first 7 days, even if I'm not fully doing every single assignment, because I'm too slow at it, and I don't have the kind of time that I would need as a slow writer to accomplish everything that she wants us to accomplish. Like, I understand she's saying 2 hours at least. I would need more than 2 hours. I would need way more than 2 hours. So, and I don't always get more than that, where I can actually dedicate to just focusing on my writing, unfortunately. So, we'll see how much I am able to dedicate to writing, because I'm going to need quite a few hours to do this today. It's just going to be whether or not my kids are up my butt is going to be the big question mark. So, I'm going to try and finish this scene. And then I'm going to try and write my synopsis if I can. It's supposed to be 250 words. I'll write what I know, what I kind of have thoughts on, like what I think I might put in the book, and see how many words that is. I don't know if it'll be 250 or not. So I will check back in later. Okay, guys. I finished that scene, and it came to 1,363 words. Which means I wrote like another 600 words or something. That's a lot of words. For me, that's a lot of words. And now I'm going to try and move on to the synopsis. Hopefully I remember all of the ideas that were floating around in my head the last 2 days. Hey guys, it is Monday, so technically week 1 is over, so I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. I was able to get through day 5. I did get day 4 finished. So the first synopsis is done. That came to 283 words. I finished the scene from day 4, which came to 1,363 words. And I also did a scene for day 5, which was about setting. and that came to 411 words. I will say setting and description like that has always been my struggle. I am not good at settings and describing settings at all. I know I'm not good at it. I am much better at action and dialogue. Those are my strengths. So day 5, that's probably why that scene was so short, but I'm like that when I read too. Like, I'm not a person that likes, half a page worth of just them describing the scene. I just don't like that. I find scene descriptions extremely annoying. Like, I need very basic description. And even when I read as a reader, like, if you just tell me that we're in a hospital room, that's enough for me. Like, I don't need to know what machines are in what machines are in the room, what color is the wall, what color is the bed. Like, it's a hospital room. I can come up with my own vision of a hospital room. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I have a harder time describing. So what I did was since I'm planning on having this book set in the past, I decided, well, if it's in the past, then I have to describe it more, because people don't just know what century is this? What 17th century, rooms look like. Like, they don't know what that would look like. And in this case, it's set in a 17th century Scottish castle. So most everyday readers are not going to know what that looks like. Although those of us who've watched Outlander will probably have a better idea of what they look like, at least according to Hollywood. So that's kind of how I talked myself into, you need to put a little more detail into this scene because it's set in the past and people can't just like, it's a hospital room. We know what a hospital room looks like. A modern day hospital room looks like. So anyway, even so, 411 words. Not all 411 words were all setting description, because I just can't do that many words of just setting the description. Like, I need what's happening in a scene, not just where are they. So, the actual description of the setting was no more than maybe 10 sentences in total through the whole 411 words. Was maybe 10, probably not even that. So that's something I learned was, one, I still struggle with setting description, and I need to work on that, especially if I plan on writing an historical romance book, because setting is going to play a bigger role in this than if I was setting it in modern times. So that's one thing. The second thing is, apparently me writing in a notebook slows me down a lot. That's one thing. And the second thing is, I'm still a slow writer, so trying to accomplish as many scenes as the author is expecting us to accomplish in that 2 to 3 hour period is not as realistic for me. So technically I have to finish up day 6 and day 7. And I will be posting the new assignments. I think I'm going to post in a separate video, because I already know this video is going to go extremely long. Like, I'm going to need to edit out a lot, or it's going to be a long video. So another question I have, please leave it in the comments if you prefer a longer weekly video for vlogs, or if you prefer like a shorter daily vlog where instead of it being like, this video's, it would not surprise me at all if it's like 40 or 50 minutes long. If you'd rather a 40 or 50 minute long weekly vlog, or if you'd rather like a daily, maybe 10-minute vlog every day. Let me know which you prefer, longer weekly vlog or shorter daily vlog. Just post your comment down below so that I know what I should be doing for future weeks. I cannot talk today. You can tell it's Monday. Okay, guys, so that is everything for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe and the little bell so that you know when I'm uploading more vlogs in this 90 Days to Your Novel challenge. Okay, and then I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.